pitcher in the world is Yamamoto.
On 0 days rest, he took on a legendary game. He overpowered one dangerous hitter after another, and the state with the kind of determination and fire that defies all logic. Even Ohtani has acknowledged him as the real deal, a true monster. There's no doubt he's the one who will lead MLB next year.
Thank you for being here. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to subscribe.
The 0 days rest legend that shocked everyone.
In baseball, there are moments that feel straight out of a movie. And for the 2025 Dodgers, the story at the center of it all was Yamamoto, a season-long drama that shook fans from opening day to the final pitch. What kind of resolve did he carry? What kind of fire pushed him toward the mound every single time? The more you follow his journey, the clearer it becomes why he's now spoken of as one of the true symbols of the sport. His first big moment came right at the beginning. Opening day. Given the honor of starting the season, Yamamoto delivered exactly what the team needed. 5 strong innings, just 1 run allowed, and the Dodgers' first win of the year. Throughout the season, he kept producing, playing a major role in guiding the Dodgers into the postseason. But the real drama started after that. The climax arrived in the final game of the World Series. Yamamoto stepped onto the mound in a situation almost no one would dare attempt. Relief on 0 days rest. And yet, he dominated. 2.2 scoreless innings, pure intensity, overpowering one heavy hitter after another. That appearance made him the winning pitcher of the final game and earned him the World Series MVP. But that wasn't all. Across the 7-game series, he pitched 3 times, including back-to-back outings to close it out. Praise for him poured in from inside and outside the organization. Bruno Milano of Bola VIP also reported on Yamamoto's sensational performance. In the postseason, he threw 2 complete game wins, came 1 step away from a shutout in Game 2, delivered a 100-pitch battle in Game 6, and then, in the do-or-die Game 7, returned again in extra innings, 2 2/3 scoreless frames. Every single time, he was the guy who wins you games. About that unforgettable 11th inning where he slammed the door shut, Shohei Ohtani said, "I have no idea how he pulled that off." Truly believe he's the best pitcher in the world. Dave Roberts also praised him, saying, "It's unprecedented. The mental side, the flawless mechanics, the unshakable will. It all comes together in him." He called Yamamoto a truly one-of-a-kind pitcher. How did you feel watching that 0 days rest appearance? For most pitchers, that kind of decision would be absolutely unthinkable. During the championship ceremony, Roberts shouted, "Yamamoto is the GOAT." He praised his focus, his endurance, and the way he throws his entire being into the team. Roberts went on to say, "As long as we have a pitcher like him, we can win anywhere." Andrew Friedman, the Dodgers' president of baseball operations, was just as stunned. He said, "It's unbelievable that he had the same sharpness on 0 days rest did the night before," giving full credit to Yamamoto's preparation and mental toughness. It's extremely rare for a second-year MLB pitcher to receive this level of praise. So, why has Yamamoto been able to grow into this kind of pitcher? His secret weapon lies in his training. Since he was a 16-year-old high schooler, Yamamoto has been practicing a method called BC training, created by Yada Kisho. It's a system designed to improve the body's coordination, the complete opposite of traditional weight training. At first, some people around him pushed back against it, but Yamamoto trusted his own feelings for the game and stuck to his beliefs. The result? A level of pitching ability that honestly defies conventional explanation. The 2025 Dodgers were stacked with stars, including Shohei Ohtani, but at the very center of that powerhouse was Yamamoto. And if you're a fan, you've probably wondered, what kind of conversations actually happen in the Dodgers clubhouse? On November 6th, we got a tiny peek behind the curtain. The YouTube channel of Bleacher Report released an episode of On Base with Mookie Betts, the podcast hosted by Mookie himself, and it was packed with stories you can only hear there. The moment that stood out the most? Their talk about Yamamoto's 0 days rest appearance in Game 7. Betts held up his hand in a 0, saying, "I couldn't believe what you and Yoshi did. You went out there on 0 days rest." He spoke with the same raw energy he felt that day. That was truly special. I'll never forget it. Not just the World Series, every series, all the way through. It was clear how deeply the entire team respected Yamamoto's postseason performance. Then came the strongest voice of all, Blake Snell, who calls Yamamoto my brother. He said, "It's not just pitched on 0 days rest. Even though it was 0 days, he looked like a guy who'd had a full 6 days off." Snell couldn't hide how blown away he was by Yamamoto's unreal, out-of-this-world performance. The conversation then shifted to how Yamamoto was feeling physically. Garrett Cole revealed, after Game 7 of the World Series, on the bus, Yoshi was saying he was really hurting. The studio broke into warm laughter. From the topic moved to Yamamoto's off-field side. Kirsten Watson, Dodgers reporter, shared a surprising story about Yamamoto's luxury bag collection, which instantly became a talking point among the players. Fans have noticed his high-end bags and watches as he walks into the stadium, and his sharp fashion sense has become part of his public image. Online, people wrote comments like, "He's flashy in a totally different way than Ohtani. As long as he performs, he can carry whatever he wants." Many were charmed by the contrast between his calm, composed personality and his stylish accessories. At this point, every little thing Yamamoto does draws attention, and his popularity keeps skyrocketing. Both on and off the field, it's clear how deeply he influences his teammates and fans. And honestly, it feels like his journey, whether on the mound or away from it, will continue touching more and more people. Little by little, Yamamoto became a presence the team trusted completely, and a star fans supported with overwhelming loyalty. But this wasn't the peak of his reputation. Not even close. In fact, what comes next is exactly why so many call him the true Cy Young. Which moment moved you the most? Let me know in the comments.
From an unheralded fourth-round pick to the top of the world.
Even now, long after the postseason has ended, fans are still talking about that one thing. The reason Yamamoto didn't win the Cy Young this year is simple. The award only considers the regular season. But after watching the absolute dominance he showed down the stretch and into the postseason, it's no surprise more and more people are saying, the real Cy Young this year is Yamamoto. So let's take a step back and follow the story that brought him here. This postseason, Yamamoto put up numbers that were nothing short of insane, and he became just the second Japanese player in history to win World Series M5P, following Hideki Matsui in 2009. It was a headline-grabbing achievement, but honestly, that alone still doesn't tell the whole story. Because Yamamoto wasn't a Koshin star. He wasn't a high-profile prospect. He entered pro baseball as a fourth-round pick straight out of high school, a player many considered unremarkable. But from there, his rise was absolutely unreal. Nothing short of otherworldly. He took the Oryx Buffaloes, a team that had been stuck at the bottom for years and led them to 3 straight league championships. He became the first pitcher in NPB history to win the pitching Triple Crown 3 years in a row. On top of that, he swept the MVP and the Sawamura Award for 3 consecutive seasons, WBC Premier 12, the Tokyo Olympics. He won on every stage, every time. By the time people realized it, he had become something entirely different. A pitcher who simply wins, no matter where he is or who he faces. After hearing all of this, which part stuck with you the most? If there was a moment you felt was the turning point in his career, share it in the comments. And then he finally made the leap, joining the Dodgers on the largest contract for any pitcher in MLB history. Once he arrived, he led the team to back-to-back World Series championships. At this point, calling him a pitcher who brings victories isn't an exaggeration at all. What stands out the most is this simple fact. Almost every team Yamamoto plays for ends up winning. His focus never cracks in big moments. His consistency never wavers. That steady track record is exactly what justified his massive 12-year, $325 million deal. Dodgers Executive Vice President Galen Carr said, "We truly believed he had the ability to succeed at the major league level, and we believed in the quality of his pitches. That belief was reflected directly in the contract we gave him. I wouldn't say he exceeded our expectations. He proved himself. If anyone still wonders why we gave him that contract before he'd thrown even a single pitch in MLB, well, I think he's already answered that question. And it's true. Giving $325 million to a pitcher with 0 MLB experience drew a lot of skepticism at first. However, in just his rookie year, he recorded 7 wins, and in his second year, he held his spot in the opening day rotation from start to finish, completing the season despite the pressure. Then in the playoffs, he threw back-to-back complete game victories, proving his value on the biggest stage. Team owner Mark Walters said, "He's still only 27 and very young. His talent made him a tremendous long-term investment. Opportunities to acquire a pitcher like him almost never come along. There was no option to let him slip away. The front office made the decisions. All I had to do was say yes." He has also earned high praise from his teammates. Kike Hernandez told Sportsnet LA, "There's a real reason he got that kind of money. They paid for who he is as a human being." Freddie Freeman also expressed his amazement. "Words aren't enough. Back-to-back complete games as a starter. And under 110 pitches. It's amazing." He added, "There's a reason the Dodgers wanted him so badly a few years ago. I'm glad we were able to get him." And now, Yamamoto is becoming not only the face of the Dodgers, but one of the true faces of Major League Baseball itself. The track record he has built, the consistency, the competitiveness, the ability to deliver when it matters most, gives him a presence that goes far beyond the numbers. His influence now stretches well beyond the mound, and he is becoming a player who can shape fan culture itself.
Thanks for watching all the way through. What did you think? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us as we continue to follow Shohei Ohtani's incredible journey. See you in the next one.